I don't know what to do. Hang on. All right. Yep, that's not gonna. All right, folks. This is the key fob for the Aston. For all Astons of this era, it's called an emotion control unit. Slide it in. Hey guys, today I'm in a 2016 Aston Martin Vanquish. So 5.9 liter naturally aspirated V12. It says 6 liter because they just decided to round up. But it sounds better. 6 liter, right? That sounds better.
Allowed?
Huh?
Is that allowed? A 5.6 to a 6.
Yeah, might as well make it 10 liter, you know?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think there are some other examples of that with other models. 565 brake horsepower from a 5.9 liter naturally aspirated V12. One of the best noises. 0 to 60, 3.8 seconds. Actually, it does feel quite quick. Top speed, 201 miles an hour. The fact you can hit 200 and just eat up continents is very nice. So 8-speed ZF auto, ZF. Watching too much British.
Who do you think you are?
ZF hood, trunk,
Bonnet.
That sounds so much better than hood. It just does. Anyways, 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. Very smooth. It is a torque converter. Shifts are very non-dramatic. Just very elegant, very refined. The whole car is just buttery smooth. That's how even the Vantages are like that. It's just very smooth, very easy. Engine is just silky. Revs to, I can't tell because there's no red line. Rev counter does go counterclockwise in that traditional Aston Martin fashion. Speedo says 240, which is a tad optimistic. Yeah, steering is surprisingly, actually very good through the corners. Very precise steering, very good steering feel, good feedback. It's quick, but not too darty like, say, a Ferrari, obviously, because this is a more laid-back kind of car. It really turns in rather quickly. For the type of vehicle this is, it is still a sportier vehicle, but it's more catered to a Grand Tourer GT type of feel, which it is. It's arguably the best GT car. The brakes are also tremendous. Good feel through the pedal. You know, for a car that is not really designed for super sporty driving. I mean, it is designed for sporty driving, but it's not the same as, like, I don't know, a 720S or an F8. This car is 30% stiffer than the DBS in which it replaced. DBS is one of my favorite cars growing up. It's a nice blend of the DBS with a little bit, maybe like a softer DB9. Brakes, carbon ceramic.
It feels like we should be playing classical music right now. I feel like I gotta get the aux in here and start playing
When I first drove the new generation Vantage and I turned on the radio, I'm not joking, the first thing that came on was Beethoven.
Good.
It was just already on there. I don't think there's any other station.
To play no. You shouldn't be allowed to play 21 Savage in this car. You have to listen to
Yeah, you can't be listening to Chief Keef. I think it'll break. If you hit play on a 21 Savage song, it's just gonna blow up. What I love most about this car is, of course, the looks. And just simply sitting in traffic, it's a nice feeling knowing that everybody else around you is just in awe of how good it looks. You know that. When you're in this car, you're aware of this. And they're not staring at it because, it looks mental like a Lamborghini. They're looking at it because it simply looks beautiful. I think the newer cars still look good. They do, but I think this is the best era of Aston Martin design. I mean, I think the Vanquish as well was the best looking Aston. The 177 is my favorite Aston ever, but I mean, it actually has some elements of the 177 mostly in the back of the car with those taillights. Yeah, there's literally people to my left staring at me. I'm gonna have to zoom into their face. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but they don't have a very happy look on their face though. Maybe, I don't know.
Because they're not an Aston.
Yes, with this car, they just kind of admire it. They go, you know what? Not only is that car beautiful, but the person driving it is a true gentleman. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
Like,
it definitely commands respect.
there's something about it, they just
Yeah.
respect it more than, even though it's the same price range, and even, to be honest, surprisingly more expensive than a lot of these other supercars. Not overwhelmingly quick, but you just don't care. Like, we love these cars so much, you just don't care that it's not the fastest. And you're not buying this car because, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take on some 488s, you know? Like, no, you're gonna get obliterated. You do have some back seats, which if you don't got any legs, you're just fine. I just want to look at it again. Hang on, let me get out and just see real quick. Just double check, make sure it actually looks that good. Oh yeah. Just look at those proportions. There's nothing, not a bad. I mean, if I get down here. No, that's even better. There's no, there's literally no bad angle. I mean, I'm trying to get just a terrible, I don't know, like that maybe. No, it looks good there. Let's go ahead and open up the door. Have the doors open up at a slight angle to clear curbs and whatever else. And it'll even kind of stay in place, so, you know, which means you can get out kind of cool like this. So let's go ahead and demonstrate the back seats. This is a 2+2, so that means a human being must be able to get in the back.
I'm not hopeful.
Well, you know what, Giovanni? I am, okay? So, let's see how this goes. Okay. Right. I don't know what to do, hang on. All right, yep, that's not gonna, that's as far as it goes. I do have a size 14 shoe, but scratch over that. Yeah, I fit just fine.
I just want to put the seat back for you.
No, wait, just not yet. I fit just fine. I mean, I would love to drive 6 hours like this. I mean, the driver might have to be like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or something to be able to drive it, but perfectly manageable. I mean, excellent selling point on this vehicle. No, that's not gonna, the feet are gonna fall off. Okay. Yeah, so if you absolutely had to, if you were at gunpoint, you know, and you had no choice, you could do it. Yeah. I don't see the problem with it. Oh. Ooh. No idea when I should be upshifting, but I don't really care.
The Tesla's faster.
Right, so sitting in the Aston Martin, it is a wonderful place to be. It does have the more updated center console area compared to the older Vantages, DBS, DB9, etc. Bang & Olufsen sound system. This car does not have the upgraded quilted leather pattern that you see, the crazy diamond stitching that you see on some of the other Vanquishes and other Aston models, but it's still a lovely place to be, a lovely looking interior, very spacious interior. The steering wheel is a very strange squared off shape on the sides. Actually feels quite nice. It's a rather big wheel. Everything's very easy to use. The old center consoles in the Astons were pretty horrendous. You need some magnifying glasses to even look at some of the old buttons. These are much bigger, much more intuitive. And in the corners, you know, it is a bigger vehicle. This is just shy of 4,000 pounds. But this is a car that you're happy to take across the country. It's not really a compromise. The ride is quite subtle. I'm in an Aston, if that's okay.
Yeah,
It's allowed to break the law.
they just assume you are James Bond.
Yeah, the new Ferrari Roma, it's meant to compete with Aston Martin, and people are like, oh, it just looks like an Aston Martin. It's like, it's not a bad thing. If you're gonna copy looks from anybody, it's Aston. Like, oh, hang on, tunnel. Sounds juicy. Okay, we're behind a Corolla, so, but man, this thing in the corners, it really turns in, you know?
It does. Yeah, I appreciate you doing it over and over.
Yeah. Do you think you should speak in a British accent when you drive this?
I definitely think it adds to the experience. It's recommended, not required.
Part of the reason why this car looks so good and why all the Astons of this era look phenomenal is that 1/3 rule that they use. It's like a sort of like formula they use to design their cars, where it's like everything is 1/3 the size of something else. So like the window is like 1/3 the size of the rest of the body. They use that method, and it works.
Aston uses the golden ratio, which is like, it's a mathematic thing based off the Fibonacci spiral that's like scientifically proven that humans are more attracted to things using this ratio. It's like 1 to 1.618 or something.
Something about Astons you cannot take away from them is that they just look so good. I mean, there's proportions on this car are just absolutely perfect. And even down to the wheel gap. I mean, there's no, even like some of the Ferraris, the wheel gap is just too much. Like, it's like 3 inches above the wheel. This is perfect. No need to lower the car. Even the wheels are gorgeous from the factory. They're 20-inch. Ooh. It's almost like when you lift off at about 4,000 is when it sounds the best.
The exact opposite of the Lamborghini Murcielago. It's like it's like the Murcielago is like begging you to go faster.
Yeah,
and the Aston just like whispering.
These
to you,
couldn't be more different cars. This car was well over $300,000 when new, and now about 4 years later, it's about 150. So, but hey, for that price, it's an incredible car. It makes you feel incredibly special. And there's just something about hopping into your Aston Martin after a long day at the office. Yeah, that is not a horrible sound. You can't help but feel a bit smug knowing how good your car looks compared to everything else. Just that back end is just, honestly, no, the side profile, side quarter front angle is just, it's just the best thing ever. Can you guess the name of this interior color? Just take a wild guess. Like, you think it's cream?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like off-white.
No, the interior is called Dark Knight Iced Mocha. Doesn't get much bougier than that.
I mean, that kind of describes the car pretty well.
So this key as well, you don't want to drop it because it costs about $1,000. You can't compare this car to a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or it's just not the same. The acceleration is actually, I think, perfect in this car. If it was any faster, it would be kind of, I don't know, I feel like it would be a little more unusable. 565 horsepower. The new Vanquish S's, I believe, have 30 more horsepower than this. This is not a car designed to make you piss your pants out of outright acceleration. It's a special occasion type of car. It's a go out to dinner type of car, park it, valet. You're doing them a favor by having them look at it. And this is a car that you sort of wear it rather than, I mean, yeah, it is a car you drive. It's a great driver's kind of car, but it's a car that you wear. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Are you a fan of Aston Martin? Subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. You like that, Giovanni?
I like the shape. I'm not sure I'm a fan of how big it is. It's just a large boy. But I definitely like the shape of it is really nice.
Yeah, it's got some chunk. All right, we're going back now. We gotta head back.
Yeah. All right, you coming?